Hi guys, so I'll be going over the VOD of our very first Za'Qul kill. I won't be explaining what all the mechanics in the fight do, because I'm going to assume that people watching this already kind of know what they're doing when it comes to the boss fight. But what I will be going into detail about is our strategy for the boss and how we chose to deal with the mechanics. So the first thing that we decided to do was to 4 heal it and 2 tank it. I'm seeing a lot of guilds choose to 1 tank it and 3 heal it, or 1 tank it and 3.5 heal it, and go for more of a Zerg strat to beat the second Psychotic Split cast. But we took the way more conservative approach of 2 tanks, 4 healers, and I think this really worked out in our favor. It took us 99 pulls to kill the boss. And with the more conservative strat, there's no point where the raid itself needs to make a DPS check. There are 2 points to kill the Psychotic Splits, but since we're planning for 2 of them, it was really easy to make those DPS checks because both teams to deal with the Psychotic Splits down in Delirium, they could all personal drums, they could all second pot, and save all of their CDs for the split itself. And you'll see as the video plays out kind of how the DPS checks need to be met. So in this VOD, I'm playing my Elemental Shaman, which I haven't played too much this tier.
Someone disconnected right before the poll isn't important.
Our Shaman couldn't make it this night, so I busted it out. Elemental Shaman's pretty much essential or a Shaman. So you can just hear my really annoying weak core of the burp. That's for the dreads. So I'm here to lay down a Shaman Totem, deal with the dreads, makes it very easy. In P1 we just drag it to the Portals of Madness, and we had this kind of like double check system for the tentacles to where the tanking the boss would call it we're safe.
Safe.
So you could just say safe on boss or safe here. But it was also every player's responsibility to dodge the tentacles. So kind of like a double check system of listen to the tank, but also look for yourselves. So we're dragging the boss around the room, but our DPS does not matter whatsoever in this phase. You'll see us here after this tentacle kind of 5 seconds. We're actually going to stop DPS for about 10 seconds to kind of line up the abilities, which I'll explain. Watch tentacle.
Move to diamond.
Stop.
So you hear we call for a stop on DPS. So everyone just stacks up on the boss until this next tentacle spawn. It's happening in 15 seconds. So it got really boring and really tedious. But basically what this allowed us to do was to line the tentacles up to not have any too bad of overlaps when it came to the Delirium and tentacles. Which you'll see here in a sec. Because when you choose to push the boss into P2, it's going to dictate
move towards triangle.
Tentacles, and this was just the easiest to do for what we deemed easiest. So now we're in P2. DPS still does not matter at all, and until he gets into the maddening eruption. This is when you start popping your 3s, but you'd save second pots. Watch this tentacle. Tentacle spawns, he gets the damage buff, and you can see me pop my 3s here. We're safe on the boss, we got kind of lucky there. So the first Manifest Nightmares go out. With Manifest Nightmares, we just had to keep it close together. So first Delirium's Descent. Once again, like the timing here is pretty good with the tentacles, so they'll be able to go down safely without having to dodge tentacles at all. And this next Dread's coming out. This one's a little tricky because we're moving the boss as the Dread comes out, but we're using a barrier, so we call out Bubble Soak or Bubble Stack each time. Boys. So this next Delirium is the one that you don't want the tentacles to overlap with too bad, but it kind of does for
move
us.
to circle.
You'll see. There's still plenty of time, but it looks a little dicey.
Let's wait until the tentacles.
Yeah,
we got time.
So plenty of time to get in these. Next Punctured. So with these Deliriums, once again, DPS doesn't matter at all. It's just soaking them so the raid doesn't blow up.
Mighty.
Then we're getting ready to push.
Wicked.
So we had the players each call when they go into reality, so the healers know to dispel.
Frost.
And And the goal here with this push timing is to beat this Delirium Descent, which we comfortably do.
Personals get healthy.
So I'll pause here real quick. This next dread that's coming up is the hardest dread to survive, in my opinion. It's because you're getting kind of high Hysteria stacks that leading into the dread. What the call was is because you want to loosely spread the raid to bait the pools on the ground to like not be stacked up on each other. So we salved a little bit before the dread comes out. We say loosely stacking immunities. If you don't have immunities, we lay down a darkness for everyone to stand in. Should be a little bit of time before this dread actually happens though. So personals, get yourselves healthy. This is when I pop my Earth Ellie, I believe. Yeah, pop Earth Ellie. Sometimes with immunities, the 4th Delirium actually wouldn't spawn, which you hear us call out, but it was just off to the side.
Nope, there it is.
After this tentacles. So this is when the two teams first split up. The main team goes down to Fear, while the first Delirium team goes down to Delirium. So the first team that we had was triple Shadow Priest, 1 Demon Hunter. And the second Delirium team we had was double Demon Hunter, Destruction Warlock, and one of the Shadow Priests just went in twice. So each team, since we had 2 different teams, they could pop their own drums, and they'd second pot and use their big cooldowns. And we never had any trouble killing the Psychotic Split with all these CDs rolling.
Safe to go down between Moon and Triangle.
Going down after these
before we go down.
I got him.
So this is when the raid goes down. We lost 1 player tentacles there.
A couple of them are high. Look for skull.
Once again, like the raid never really is any DPS check on the boss. The only big DPS check is the Psychotic Split. Downstairs,
so X up, which means we can kill the other 2.
You have to leave 1 summoner alive, which I'll explain. So we kill 2 summoners as fast as possible, and then we leave 1 summoner alive. You know, we try to keep dots on it while managing these horrific visions downstairs. So, you know, really we're just kind of focusing ads. We're focusing the summoners down.
Watch the tentacle.
Safe.
So Psychotic Split's coming up here soon. But Fear Realm should never have a big problem killing the Psychotic Split. It's the Delirium. See, we have plenty of time. So I start working on the summoner here.
Next dread downstairs, assuming loosely spreading.
Yep, so we get a dread downstairs. Once again, we loosely spread. I think we pop a darkness here.
Good. Then we're going up.
And then this is, I think, is the second hardest point in the phase, but we got really lucky with our spawn, which I'll explain. So at this point, everyone in the Fear needs to go upstairs to reset their stacks, while everyone in Delirium, the 4 players in Delirium, also needs to come into reality. We have about 10 seconds, maybe 15 max, while we're in reality, to get everyone on the same page, and then we go back into Fear. If you leave 1 summoner up, you can go back into Fear and kill the summoner before he finishes his cast. If he finishes his cast, it's pretty much a wipe. If you go back down rather quickly, you can keep dodging more ads spawning. So here we make our first mistake. I call for the raid to go back into Fear, but we ended up having a Shadow Priest that got safe to come to reality and ended up dying.
Watch the tentacle when you come
So once again, I'll pause. The second Delirium team is staying upstairs to go into Delirium once the Psychotic Split spawns.
Wicked.
Safe.
So once the boss gets this buff is when we start moving back down. You hear everyone calling for dispels that just came from Delirium.
We're going downstairs.
Go back down. And then kill this ad immediately.
Yeah, so we get downstairs, we make the call to kill the ad.
10 seconds to kill.
Once again, we left a Shadow Priest to die upstairs. Once again, you know, it was on me, but our strat was in no sense a DPS check, so it was totally fine.
Watch this tentacle.
Safe on circle.
Going down after this. Tentacle's done.
Yep, so you can hear the second team is going to go down after these tentacles.
Alright, group 2.
We got the far one.
So they're just communicating about which portals they're going to take.
Splits in 6 seconds.
And, yeah, next split's going to be in 6 seconds. So you can see the boss is already at 19%. For the rest of the people in Fear, we just chose to lust here. because why not? It just makes
Go
it
ahead and
easier.
lust.
Because once again, like for us, the people not in Delirium, it wasn't a DPS race. So we're killing the Echo of Fear. I'm chain lightning like a dumbass because the boss actually absorbs the damage, but whatever. So we kill it pretty
Delirium's
comfortably.
done.
Delirium kills it really fast.
Good.
And then here, we actually didn't even assign players to go into Delirium. The call was just if you feel comfortable going into Delirium and you're
Range DPS,
ranged,
if you feel comfortable, you can go
you
down.
can go ahead and go
Watch
down.
these tentacles.
Safe.
So you can see the boss is at 10%, and the
Moving
next
to
kind
move,
of
just be
check
safe.
is the third psychotic split, which is 50 seconds from now. So plenty of time to kill the boss.
Plenty of time, guys.
So I go to Delirium because I
I'm going
feel
in, so I have
comfortable,
Za'Qul downstairs.
and I'm no longer needed for Tremor Totem.
Waiting for next grip.
Focus on these tentacles, guys. Tentacles, we kill the boss.
Yep. So you dodge tentacles and show.
Safe.
Plenty of time, guys.
Realm
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
first, boys.
Fuck yeah,
Let's
dude.
go, boys.
Damn it,
Girls.
Draven.
Fuck.
Yeah, so we popped off. It was our first skill on the realm to kill it. I think our strat overall was to make the fight as easy as possible in terms of the amount of mistakes that we could make and still kill the boss. Like we did DPS dead for most of the second half and we still killed it. Just like in my other videos, I will have a link to my Twitch stream. I'll also have a link to like the Google Doc where we kind of wrote down all the timings and things like that. Our healing cooldowns will be on the Google Doc, and I'll also link all the useful recores that I thought were kind of handy for this boss. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on Twitch and on YouTube.